Hello and welcome to another garden macro photography video. So last video you probably all thought macro was finished for me because I had to give back my Canon 100mm f2.8. But strangely at the same time I had an email drop into my inbox from Ttarisan who were willing to send me a 100mm f2.8 2x magnification lens to try. So during this video we're going to see if we can get those epic macro shots using a budget lens, fully manual, and we're looking at slowing down with your photography, the process of, enjoying your environment, looking at your composition, looking at how you're framing it, looking at how you're composing and how you're coming into focus. And I find sometimes automatic is just, point, shoot, fire away, and it doesn't make you as conscious and as mindful. So I certainly have found using this lens, it's given me that approach. But the test is in the imagery. So let's explore this garden. We have these bluebells, which is just behind me here. We're going to do some macro shots of the bluebells. Again, very dreamy, looking at a more artistic approach, finessing our photography and also leveling up with a budget lens.
Hey mama, could you get up soon? I get so cold in the other room. Here I am, honey, half awake. Get yourself moving and you'll be okay. Morning star, clear and true. Your honesty could pierce my heart right through.
I cannot believe my luck. So you have this tiny little ladybird which is just chilling on this bluebell. So I'm going to frame up a composition with him, and then you've got these little dandelions which are just in the background. So I think this makes for a very interesting composition. So let's see how this lens fares with a little bit of bug life.
I just wanna go out on a walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our two outlines. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine. I just wanna see the same things you can see, understand the meaning on a new degree. Maybe that could happen when you're next to me. I just wanna see the same things you can see.
So what do I like about this lens? This isn't a paid video, by the way. This has just been sent to me to try. And I'm giving an honest opinion and review. So I really like the metal body. So, it feels really good quality, this lens. And I actually really enjoy the fact it's manual focus because it's forcing me to really slow down, really look at my composition. That manual approach is actually better because I've adapted my camera body so that I have focus peaking on. So I have these like red lines that appear when I'm manually focusing. And I'm getting shots on point so much more now that I've taken this slow approach to focusing. Whereas before, if I'm automatic focus shooting, then I'm just firing off shots, praying for the best and thinking that they're in focus when they're actually not. This allows me to be more precise. I quite like that. So that kind of trade-off, some might see it as a trade-off with, having probably a more faster autofocus, Canon lens. This has actually forced me to slow down and nail the shots even better than I was before. So I don't believe these are weather sealed. That's something I'll have to check. But yeah, I do like the quality and the build of these lenses. And I'm going to put a link in the description of a photographer who did a wonderful review on Ttarisan's lens alongside the Canon 100mm f2.8, and the reason being is that you guys know I'm not someone that will review gear. You know, I'm not technically gifted like some of you. I'm just more about the kind of creative work that the tools I have can produce. You know, and I do think that it is more about the photographer than your actual gear. But if you can get gear which is affordable, such as this, you know, this is a third of the price of the Canon lens, and I'm still getting quality results. You know, I am able to do multiple exposures within camera using this lens. I am able to do a lot of things that I could do before. So yeah, why spend the money if you can achieve the same results? So that's everything I wanted to share with regards to this lens, but do check out the review video from a very talented photographer who also was, you know, gifted a lens from Artisan. And to be honest, I'm grateful and just amazed. The results that this lens is producing is on point in comparison to the Canon lens that I had, and it's kept the door open for me. So it's enabled me to continue doing macro in my garden, you know, continue doing these YouTube videos, because without having things to shoot within my garden, you know, I would struggle to get out. You know, I've got jobs, I'm a mum, I can't always get out to the woodland, you know, my time and that time will come. But for now, I'm looking at the more intimate landscape. I'm looking at nature close to home, local and in my garden. And having an array of lenses, such as this one, or an arsenal of lenses, you know, that variety just gives you more options, I think. And if you haven't got the money to splash out, certainly get yourself one of these. And I'm not being paid to say that, that is just purely my opinion. It's been great, and I'm really looking forward to, you know, what this lens is going to do for my photography, especially in this beautiful garden that I've got to explore.
Get yourself moving and you'll be okay. There's a dream weaver that won't let me alone, and it turns my heart into a heavy stone. Look at the maker in the face.
I think the results of the imagery speak for themselves with this lens. It's pretty sharp. Join me next time as we delve into more macro photography from my garden. I'm really enjoying the turn of the season with my son. The silver birch catkins have fallen, and we spend many an hour exploring the wonderful bugs and wildlife that visit the garden. Shooting close to home, on my doorstep, has been a complete game changer for my photography. We all have creative energy to burn. If you can't get up the tallest mountains or into the depths of the woodland, then explore what's around you. With macro photography, there is a whole magical world awaiting to be discovered right under your nose.